There was once a young man named Aarav who dreamed of becoming a successful marathon runner. Ever since he was a child, he admired the athletes who crossed the finish line with pride and victory. But Aarav did not come from a wealthy family. He had no professional coach, no fancy running shoes, and no track to practice on, just his old sneakers and a dusty road in his village. Despite all odds, Aarav trained every day. He woke up before sunrise, ran through the fields, and pushed himself a little further each morning. His goal was to qualify for the state-level championship. But as months passed, life tested him again and again. One morning during training, Aarav collapsed, gasping for breath. His ankle was badly sprained. The doctor told him that he would need weeks of rest. Aarav sat in his small room that day, looking at his running shoes in despair. He whispered to himself, "Maybe this is not meant for me. Maybe I'm not good enough." With a heavy heart, Aarav decided to skip training for a few days. But the truth was, his mind had started to give up long before his ankle healed. One evening, while sitting outside, Aarav noticed his elderly neighbor, Raghav, slowly tending to his garden. Raghav was over 70, yet his hands worked tirelessly, planting seeds and watering plants with patience. Aarav couldn't help but ask, "Uncle, at your age, why do you still work so hard on this garden? Does it even matter?" Raghav smiled and replied, "When I plant a seed today, I know I won't see all its flowers. But that doesn't stop me from planting it. Because if we quit whenever results take time, the world would have no trees, no gardens, no beauty." Those words sank deep into Aarav's heart. He realized that his dream was a seed he had planted. Just because it hadn't blossomed yet didn't mean it wasn't worth nurturing. The very next morning, Aarav tied his old sneakers again and went back to training. Slowly, carefully, but consistently. His ankle still hurt, but his determination was stronger than the pain. Months passed, and the state-level race finally came. Aarav stood at the starting line, surrounded by athletes with far better equipment and training. As the race began, they sprinted ahead, leaving him behind. Halfway through, Aarav felt exhausted. His legs burned, his chest pounded, and a voice inside screamed, "Just stop. You've already lost." But then he remembered Raghav's words, "If we quit whenever results take time." He took a deep breath and kept running, step by step. He told himself, "I will finish this race no matter what." By the time Aarav reached the last stretch, he was far from first place. But what surprised him was that many runners who had rushed ahead had already stopped, unable to continue. Aarav crossed the finish line in the middle of the pack, but with a huge smile on his face. He hadn't won a medal, but he had won something far more valuable: the ability to keep going when everything inside wanted to quit. That day, Aarav learned a truth that changed his life forever. We often think success is about never falling, but in reality, it's about getting back up every single time we do. Quitting may relieve momentary pain, but it steals long-term victory. Life will push you down, you will fail, you will feel tired, you will see others ahead of you, faster, richer, stronger, and your mind will tell you it's useless. But in those moments, you must remember, progress is not always visible in the moment. The seed doesn't sprout the day it's planted. When you feel like giving up, remember Aarav's race. Remember that every step you take after the point of exhaustion makes you stronger than yesterday. And sometimes, finishing what you started is the real victory, even if the world doesn't give you a trophy for it. 1 year later, Aarav returned to the same race. This time, his name was announced as one of the top 3 runners in the state. He remembered how close he came to quitting the previous year, and realized that moment was the true turning point of his journey. So whenever you reach that breaking point in life, whether it's your career, your studies, your relationships, or your health. Pause, breathe, and take just one more step. It may look small today, but it could be the very step that carries you to your dreams tomorrow. Because the truth is, winning isn't about crossing the finish line faster than everyone else. It's about refusing to stop until you reach it.